The equation for creation. And in order to create, we have to do three things. The equation is thoughts times words times actions. All right. Again, the equation for creation is thoughts times words times actions. You need them. Need all three of them. Thoughts without anything else is just a thought, right? It's just and I'm gonna break down where those come from, but it's just a thought, it's just in your head. You can't create solely from there. Words are spells, that's why we spell them. But even when we can't cast the spells, with all that, it has to come from a thought. And we have to believe that thought. We have to believe the spell that we're operating in, and then we have to then take action. And action without the thought of what can I actually want to take is also alone. It doesn't help. But all three, when we put all three together, magic, true magic happens. And what that looks like, so your thoughts, everything you think is coming from your belief system. Like you believe this, your belief system is made up of faith. Whether you have faith in something or you have lack of faith in something, either way you believe it. If you believe something is true, you believe something is not as true, either way it's still a belief. That is where we're thinking from. So you're thinking out of your belief system. And what do you have faith on, what do you don't have faith on? So if you believe that you can operate, that you believe that you can make as much money as you're making at your regular job in your passion project, if you have faith in that, it could happen. But if you don't have faith in that, you may need to go back and to go to the root of why you don't have faith in something, why you do have faith in that thing. So like, why do you have faith? Why do you have faith in the job? And why do you have faith in your company? Why don't you have faith in your company? Like, what is it? What are those myths? And you could go back and debunk those myths. Because it may be the whole thing may be a myth. You think like you just never seen anybody as an entrepreneur, like firsthand as an entrepreneur make it. You've never seen anybody that you know personally succeed without a job. Maybe that's the case. I have no idea. Right? If your goal is to put on, I don't know, like I'm actually actively trying to gain weight and muscle mass. So if my goal is to try to put on 20 pounds, and I've never seen somebody else put on 20 pounds in a whatever span of time, in a healthy span of time, I'm in no rush. If I don't have that concept, if I've never seen it, I may not have faith in that idea. So I could say like, yeah, I could say that I want to put on this weight. I don't know if it's 20 pounds. I could say I want to put on this weight, but I may not actually believe it. And that belief is coming because I never seen it and I don't have faith in it. But then you can start debunking the faith and say, okay, has somebody else done it? Yes. Are they human? Yes. Am I human? Yes. Which means I have the ability to do it. Did they do anything miraculous? No. What steps did they take? They did this, then this, and this, and this. Are those options that I could take? Yes. Okay, that means it is possible. Okay, great. That means I can have more faith that I can put on 20 pounds. I can have faith that I can leave this job. I can have faith that I can step out and start speaking more. I have faith that I can create whatever it is I want to create because I've seen somebody else create whatever they wanted to create. Also, to the root of it, do you have faith that you are made in the image of the creator? If you believe that, then you know that you are made from the creator and you're made in his or her image, that you know that you are the creator as well. Those are your thoughts. They matter a lot. Everything that exists in this world came from a thought. Other than like everything materialistic, right? Other than like trees and all that. Even those sometimes are like Somebody thought to plant them there. Others, God decided to plant them there. But anything, this iPad is a thought. This call is a thought. This glass is a thought. Not the water, but the thought to sell the water, to bottle it and sell it. So all these things they started as thoughts. Words, I feel, are the most important aspect of life. I think words last longer than anything else. Even when a thought dies, even when a thought it's like, oh man, I lost that thought. Words, especially if you documented words can last forever. Some people live their whole life off of words, the Bible, right? Or whatever, like the Quran, whatever scripture that you read. Some people, their whole being is based off of words. Musicians, authors, poets, they created these words days ago, weeks ago, months ago, years ago, decades ago, centuries ago, and we still are able to consume these words and apply them to our life or interpret them however we want to interpret them. But they came from a thought, and the words sometimes could last forever. I mentioned earlier, our words are spells. Just because that's why we spell them. So every word that we speak, we're casting a spell into the world. So we're casting a spell into the world. So what we say, like, I love this, I appreciate this, that's casting a spell. Or on the other side, it's like, when I hate this, I can't stand this, it's also casting a spell. I think the spell that is the least amount of awareness collectively that we have is the word just. Used in the context of, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just making it. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna jump on this call real quick. I'm just, how are you? I'm just here today. Just is a limiting word, and if you guys have been, on this call for a while, then I'm writing a book on drop the 4-letter word, which is just. Just is a word that puts a ceiling over your head. When I looked it up, in the context of this just, it's merely, barely, by the skin of your teeth, incrementally. It's all those were just very why would you want to do something in this nature? Yeah, I'm just gonna go work out. I'm barely gonna work out. By the skin of my teeth, I'm gonna go work out. I'm incrementally gonna go work out. Versus my methodology is removing the word just and replacing it with a beautiful adverb. I'm going to intentionally work out. I'm powerfully on this call. I'm remarkably showing up today. Like any adverb, beautifully, remarkably, passionately, lovingly, intellectually, any adverb you put in there that's a beautiful adverb will serve at a better than just. So now, when we have our thoughts and we speak the words, these have to align, right? So if we have a thought, if we speak these words like, yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million, and you don't actually believe it, it's a lie. You're lying to yourself, you're lying to whoever else you're telling it to, because you have to believe it. You have to have faith that you can. And I've been there where I'm trying to this manifestation thing, and you write it down, you say it, but as I wrote it down, I still didn't believe it. As I said it every day, I still didn't believe it. I have to actually go into my subconscious, go into my brain and think, okay, can I make $50,000 in this time frame? Can I make $1,000? Can I make $100 today? Can I make $1,000 today? Is that possible for me to do today? And then I break it down and I think, why would I think it's not? Do I have faith that I can do it? Do I have faith that I can't do it? Either way is true. So, okay, do I have faith that I can do it? Yes, I have that faith. If I don't, okay, how can I change that faith that I can make $1,000 today? Okay, so okay, what are the things? Who's making $1,000 today? What are they doing? What steps are they taking? What leads are they following up on? What are they doing? Okay, great. Do I have the ability and time and space to do those things today? Yes. Okay. So then when I say I'm going to make $1,000 today, and I believe that I have the capability to do it, and then I say I'm going to do it, then the next part, the commitment, the action. But it has to start from the space of thinking, then the words. I have to actually speak them into life. These spell I'm casting, I have to speak it into life. Whatever it is we want. Like, I knew we were going to have a baby in Mexico. It wasn't a desire. I knew we were going to have like at home in Mexico. Like, it was like what I knew was going to happen. I knew we were creating that reality. So like, there was no unwavering faith in that. It was like, this was happening. We didn't have a ticket. We didn't have a plane ticket. We didn't have a car to drive down. We didn't pay for our midwife yet. None of those things, none of those actions have actually happened, but I knew it. We as a unit knew it. So then we spoke it, and I want to say casually, but still powerfully casually, meaning it was said with conviction that was happening. Like, yeah, like literally, like, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep tonight. Pretty sure all of us are going to go to sleep tonight. Like, we know we're going to go to sleep tonight. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep tonight. Yeah, I'm going to go grab something to eat. It's not like, man, you're going to go grab something to eat. It's like, we're going to grab something to eat. We're going to have the baby in Mexico. At home. Having that base in thought, and then those words behind it. Now the action was committing to the things that needed to get done. Committing to finding the way to Mexico, finding where in Mexico we're going to go to, finding a place, a home, committing to paying the deposit, securing our location, committing to getting a car, even though getting the car turned out we couldn't drive down. But then it was like, okay, committing to buying the flights down, and committing to just taking all these steps of committing to getting here. That is what, but it couldn't take, if I wavered in any part of the process, and wouldn't have done well. Like, I would have failed and dropped. But my thought to my faith was unwavering. My words were conviction. The actions had to fall in line. It's like, no, like this is happening. This is the reality. It just had to happen, or it had to happen. There was no option where we weren't coming here. And I think that is also another thing that a lot of us, we create a safety net around a thing that we want to do, and it's like, well, if I fall, I'll be all right. It's like, no, it's like it's this or it's this. There's no safety net below us. There's no, like, if this happens, like, we didn't have a backup plan. I mean, I'm sure the midwife did, but we didn't have a backup. We didn't have, like, well, what if we can't get to Mexico? Not even in our brain. Not even a concept. And again, I'm saying this because giving birth at home is not a simple task. Like, in a healthy manner, giving birth at home, moving your family in the third trimester, it's not a simple feat. Like, let's go to a whole new country and trust the midwife that we haven't met only via telephone, and produce life in a home that we have not seen with our own eyes. It's not a simple thing, but we knew it. And we committed to it through our actions. So our thoughts times the words times the actions created this reality. So that is the equation for creation. Whatever it is you want to create in this world, if you think it, if you have full faith in that thought process becoming true and being true, then you speak it with conviction, Like there's no other, like, yeah, the sky is blue. I know this. It's not like, oh, the sky is purple. It's like, maybe, depending on the day, right? Depending on how the sun is doing the things. Like, if the sky's not going to be green, though, like, I just know that. But if you believe it, then maybe, you know what I mean? If you, cool. Maybe you go get checked out and you have a color situation. I don't know. I have issues with blue and greens, according to Sierra. So, you know, I say certain things are green. She's like, it's definitely blue. I'm like, I don't know. But maybe it's me. Anyway, and we get into the actions. And you have to be committed to seeing it through. It can't be a commitment where, it can't be actions where you do it once and it's like, yeah, I tried it, doesn't work. Or even if you do it 3 times and it's like, even if you do it 100 times, it doesn't work. Are you committed to seeing it through until it works? That is the commitment. If you don't get committed to that level, you're not seeing it through. You're not like, it's not the last part. I think I just thought of it thoughts times because I think it happens that way. We think it, then we speak it, then we do it. But we have to see it through. Our actions have to see it through. If I say I'm going to have this call, this is my 142nd day offering this call. This is a thought. To have a morning call. If you have a morning call, it started as movement and meditation. Xavier's one of the first people on this call. And I'm grateful for like him to be there and be here. And I just Googled, like I looked at the day I actually started, it was May 20th. And I'm like, how many days since May 20th? It's 141. That was yesterday. So I've been offering this call every single day consecutively for 142 days now. Some days, a lot of those days, it was twice a day. I still don't know when the payout for this really is. My thought initially was like, yes, like if I want to make X amount of dollars, I think it was like I'm trying to make $30,000 a month. I need to get 500 people on this call and then all paying $30 a month. That would give me 30,000. I think whatever the number was, it was just like, yeah, this is how I work. This is how I work smarter, not harder. I just work for 30 minutes intensely, incredibly, remarkably for 30 minutes. Thank you for the congratulations, guys. I appreciate it. But I had to commit to it, and I'm still committed to it. I could have said after 30 days, like, yeah, no, I'm not here. My goal to do it was in 60 days. Like in 60 days, I'm gonna make it happen in 60 days. I didn't do it. I didn't stop. This is also when I'm committed now. This is a part of me. This is just like I offer a call every single day. But the beauty is I've gained so much more exposure and so much more. Like I've written books off of this call. I've booked other clients because of this call. I'm able to. I feel like I'm able to book retreats and increase my exposure because of this call. I'm getting smarter because of this call. I'm helping other people because of this call. So it's like, yeah, maybe the $30,000 isn't coming in the way that I thought it was going to come, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. And I'm going to keep doing it until I see it through. What do you want to create? For me, this is creating a space and opportunity for creators to understand how they can take back their life. How can I make a remarkable human? This is what this call is. Maybe it'll veer back into movement again later. Maybe it'll just stay with the mindset side of things. Either way, it's gonna be here. I feel more empowered when I do this call because now I'm taking my thoughts and I'm putting them into words and then I'm sharing them. And I'm taking the action of every day logging onto this call and then sharing the words. And then I'm recording, and I've been intermittently recording. So now I could then keep it and then document it and then share the words. And then I can take the script. Yes, I do need this. I am giving what I need. I need to offload. I do a lot of downloading. I need to offload and upload. So yeah, I need to share this, and I need to hear what I got to say, because I'm like, in your head it may be jumbled up and it's like, yeah, I have all these ideas. When you start to say it and speak it, it's like, oh yeah, where are these words coming from? These things are flowing out beautifully. But now when I take this and I take this video and I pull the transcript from it, and then I give it to AI and I say, hey, take this transcript and write a book in my voice of how exactly how to say this and expound on it in this way. Boom, now I have a book. Now I have maybe a small slither. Maybe I have a chapter. Then I take that chapter and I do it every day, and it's like, boom, like if I was doing this every single day and I record every single day, I would have 142 chapters or ideas to then put into a book. It's not a easy thing, but it's possible. So again, back to you guys. What is it you want to create? What is it that you're looking to create in your life? Whatever it is, it's going to start with the thought. It's going to start with having faith in it. Then it's going to go into speaking it into life, speaking it into existence, and then seeing it through your actions, committing until it happens. Most inventors and innovators, it takes them 100 trials, 200 trials, 300 trials before it actually sticks. It's like, yes, okay, I got it. And maybe it's 100 trials on their 100th invention. Like a lot of business owners, it's not their first business that takes off. It took them like business number 19. Like this is, I don't know what number business this is, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. Anybody want to share what they are looking to create?